Hi everyone, this is Tom Camboris again with MyBalanceFormula, and we are here again today with, I would say, a very interesting person, a friend, a professional colleague, and someone that I've spent a lot of time with and really looking forward to this one today. Alexander McLean, thank you for joining us to have 3 questions presented to you about your own life balance. Thanks for being here.
It's great to be with you, Tom. Thank you for having me and for your friendship.
Thank you as well. Okay, before we get to the 3 questions that I'm going to ask you, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're doing and what's important to you these days.
By profession, I'm a lawyer. I run an organization called Justice Defenders. Our work is to defend justice with defenseless communities through legal education and training and practice. We're a community of 300 prisoners and prison officer paralegals in Uganda and Kenya, working with lawyers and judges and other allies to defend those who have no defense. Last year, we worked on 10,000 cases of East African prisoners. 5,000 of them were freed from prison by the courts. I'm passionate about justice. I want to live in a world where everyone is treated equally in the hands of the law, where everyone gets to tell their side of the story before being punished or imprisoned. I'm married to Hannah. I've got 2 children, Frederick and Cicely. My joy comes from my family and from my friendships and from doing work which is deeply satisfying.
I continue to just be quite honored to be, well, certainly we worked together for many years, but I love working with Justice Defenders and love working with you as well. So I feel great that we're getting a chance to spend a little time on this platform as well. Okay, ready for 3 questions?
Yep.
All right, first one. If there was one thing in your list of considerations for your life balance that you know when you do it on a daily basis, it's going to lift you, it's going to help you to present the very best version of yourself, what would that one thing be that you need to somehow fit in on a daily basis if possible?
I've seen that sleep can be my superpower. As a teenager and in my early 20s, I started this organization when I was 21. I seem to be able to get by with very little sleep. Since having children and getting older, I've realized it makes all the difference to my mood, to my energy levels, to how present I am. I've now got a Fitbit which helps me to monitor how much I sleep, and I find it a really useful tool. And I know that going to bed earlier helps me to have more joyful, more productive days.
Great. I had someone else that mentioned sleep as well, and they contextualized in a slightly different way that I thought was really interesting. I'll share with you. They were told when they were speaking about sort of energy during a day that the day doesn't start when you wake up in the morning. The day starts with the time you choose to go to bed at night, so that sets up how much energy you have, how restful you are, how recovered you are to actually tackle that next day. So I thought that was really interesting. When we consider how I'm feeling today, maybe the further consideration is, what do I need to do the night before to set myself up to have one of those days that's most productive, most happy, most engaged, most able to cover everything that I need to cover. So I'd leave that one with you.
Yeah. I think that's wise advice.
Yeah, okay. All right, so now question 2 is, right, so let's turn this around now. If we look at all the things that are our tools to maintain our life balance, there's one tool that's gotten a little rusty. It's not even maybe in our tool bag that we have around every day, but I know that it's in drawer somewhere, and when I pick it up, it feels good, it feels right, and I can use it in a lot of different ways. So this is an aspect of life balance that works for me, but I just haven't done it as much as I should. What would be that one thing that you need to sort of introduce or reintroduce back into your daily routine?
My mind's ticking all of the time. It's very difficult for me to switch off, but exercise is a powerful way of doing that. Before lockdown, I used to play squash or badminton 2 or 3, sometimes 4 times a week. It was a really great way of me connecting with myself, totally clearing my mind, sustaining really good friendships. Since lockdown, it's not been possible to play indoor sports, and I've not been very active generally, and I feel it. I feel more sluggish. I miss the gift of perspective that exercise gives me. So I'm excited to get going again when it's possible to do indoor sports, but I've been challenged as to how I can establish a fitness regime that I can maintain regardless of the circumstances around me.
Okay, great. That was the second. Now, the third question is around anything that you could provide to the audience based on your reflections on life balance throughout your life something that is worthwhile for you that you think might be shareable to others?
I spent many years volunteering and working in hospices, and I've had the privilege of journeying with many people as they've come to the end of their lives. And I think that I didn't come across anyone who regretted time that they spent with their friends and family, but many who regretted spending too much time at work. And I think that often for myself and for others around me, I see that work can become addictive, and we can wear business as a badge of honor, and we can crave more professional recognition and status and respect. But I think ultimately it doesn't add up to very much at all. I think that what matters is love, and after we're dead, the love that we offer others lives on. And so I'm trying to live in a way that's more attentive to my relationships, both professionally and personally, and seeing how I show up more fully, more humanly, how I look others deep in the eyes and try and meet them just where they are, and to let go of some of my professional agenda sometimes, to encounter those before me just as they are in the midst of whatever they're feeling that moment.
Great. Thanks, Alexander. 3 very well thought out and quite questions that were answered in a way that supports my love for working with you personally and with your organization. It's really a privilege for me to spend time with you. So thanks again for sharing this with us. I'm going to share Alexander's details in the post that I put up on our social media platforms. Alexander, is there anything you would like to offer up to the audience if they're interested more in knowing about the work that you do?
Our website is justice-defenders.org. Our hope is by 2030 to help 1 million defenseless people access fair hearings. At the moment, we're dreaming about how we do that, and about the people living in defenseless communities around the world, not just in prisons, but in refugee camps and homeless shelters and brothels, who could use legal knowledge to transform their communities. We're looking for people to come on that journey with us, to dream with us, and to fund our work. We'd love to hear from you if you have ideas for how we create a world that's more just and fair together.
Great. Thanks, Alexander. If you're interested in any of that, please reach out to Alexander and Justice Defenders. Thanks, guys, for watching and listening. If you have any comments, anything that you liked about it, please put those up on social media. Share it out if it's something that you feel is of benefit to other people, and we will keep doing these. Thank you again, Alexander, and we will see you soon, surely. And for those of you that are watching, we'll do another one of these real soon as well. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.